Demos. Stop button.
Good Sunday fun day afternoon, YouTuberinos. Welcome back to another edition of the Thomas and
Daily Show. That was weak.
And
Sorry.
please subscribe
Daily Show.
please subscribe to Burpees channel. Anyways,
Daily Show. There we go.
I hope all of you are doing well on this Sunday fun day afternoon. In this episode of the Thomas and Haley Show, we are going to burp. No, in this episode of the Thomas and Haley Show, we are going to talk about how technology is different now than it was in the 90s. Well, back in my day, no, but
Hey, that's actually valid.
when I was growing up, and when Haley was growing up, we did not have iPhones. We did not have a lot of the things that we had now. And, we are very fortunate, to have all the wonderful technology we have now. And every day, when I was going to elementary school, every day I had to I had to bring the Perkins Brailler I had to carry it to school, and I had to carry it home. And it was
Lord
a pain
have mercy.
in the ass.
Things were heavy.
Yes, they are.
We didn't even have, not even the Apex was around. Yeah, we had Braille and Speaks, but I didn't have a Braille and Speak in elementary school. So every day I had to bring the stupid Braille writer to school and bring it home.
Oh, God.
Lord have mercy.
I had to, yeah.
I don't even want to imagine having to do homework on that bro. Lord have mercy.
I just remember doing that.
Now, I don't understand why I couldn't keep it at the school. I don't understand why I had to, bring it, to school and home every day. I don't know why, but
Probably
yeah.
Probably for you to do your homework on.
Well, obviously, yes, but I would think they would at least, for the school to, on their dime to pay for, a huge, set of Braille paper and a Braille writer for Thomas to keep at home, so that way he wouldn't have to keep bringing the one from school to home and vice versa.
So yeah, guys, I had to carry the Braille writer every day to school and then home from school. I had to bring it to school every day and bring it home from school every day, and it was a pain in the butt.
I can imagine. Let's see. For me, I went blind in the 3rd grade, so during that time, someone had to physically do the work for me. So, they would read the questions, I would give answers verbally, they would have to write stuff down during that year, because that's all we could do.
Yep.
My 4th grade year, that's when I first started learning Braille, and of course, learning Braille could be obviously way different than reading Braille with your eyes versus reading Braille with your fingers.
Yep.
And of course, I didn't get my first phone until I was 12, which was a BlackBerry flip phone, which was a piece of garbage.
Wow.
Because I could not text on it. So, let's see. You push the button. I would say text mom, for instance. Text or message mom. Sorry, I don't recognize that command.
Sorry, but
what? I'm like, what? So, anytime, and it was also a case for anyone who's familiar with the BlackBerry phone, it had the antenna in the corner.
Oh, wow.
That's how old that is. Yeah, so I was able to, flip the phone up, answer calls, close it, to hang up, but whenever you would hear the little boop, boop, like when someone calls you, it wouldn't tell you who it was calling, which was not useful. So I couldn't do that. And to get to my voicemail, I would press 1 for speed dial. That's what that was. So there was that, and of course, I went to the blind school, still using the Braille writer. And then, of course, middle school and high school years, that's when we started using iPads, Bluetooth keyboards, laptops with JAWS and NVDA. And then, of course, when I was 13, I got the first iPhone with VoiceOver. But doing Braille with everything, especially when I first started doing Braille, it was annoying because, I knew how to do it. But the fact is, the teachers had to prescribe it to print.
Oh, Jesus.
They couldn't read Braille.
Dumb.
So while I was doing it, the little return key on the left, I would have to double space it so they would have room to read the prints. That was the annoying part. It's like, Oh dear. So, and then of course when the teachers make you use devices that you know like you'll never use, like for instance, a Bookport Plus
Yep.
or Victor Reader Stream. Those are some very old devices.
Oh yeah.
I had a Victor Reader Stream actually. I don't know what happened to it, but I had one.
I still have my talking calculator from elementary school, and I
Oh gosh, I remember the talking calculator. Oh gosh.
I still have my Victor Reader Classic, and I still have my Perkins Braille Writer from elementary school. It's under my bed, so there you go.
Oh gosh, the thing that was annoying about the calculators, right? It was the high pitched voices. 1 plus divided by multiply. I'm like, oh dear.
God, that was annoying.
Clean.
Especially when you were doing a test. I hated the fucking calculator.
Yeah, or the abacus they would make you use when like when you never used an abacus.
I did. I used the 99. I used the 99. The 99 one.
Oh yeah. I think I know what you're talking about too. Where
the 99 abacus.
Yeah, that's the one where on the bottom you have the columns of the 4 beads, and you push them up, obviously, to use them, and push them down when you're subtracting. Distracting? What the heck? Subtracting is what I'm trying to say. And then, of course, the ones on the top are like 5, 50, 500, etc. So, yeah, that's what that was. So whenever we would do the OMG end of grade testing test, which was hard as hell, they would say, oh, yeah, this is the math portion with the calculator. And then here's the math portion when you're not allowed to use a calculator, but you can use an abacus. I'm like, ugh. So, that wasn't fun.
I still have my 99 bead abacus from elementary school.
Do you really?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So, yeah, guys, technology was definitely different in the 90s than it is now.
Yeah, let me tell you how far back I go with technology, Thomas. I remember when we had dial-up internet. That was
Good God.
Good
God.
Dial-up internet.
Yes, that's why you had to take your phone line and plug it up into your computer to access the internet.
Ah.
And I guess while you're doing that, you can't have the TV on, or
no, you can have the TV on. It wasn't connected to no. That's just connected to the phone, to the internet. That's how you connect to the internet, and you can't be on the phone with it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's crazy.
That sucked.
Do you remember? This, obviously, you both are not that old, obviously, but
Yes.
do you remember ever hearing stories from anybody else talking about them using the typewriters?
Yeah. Yep.
Do you remember someone, Thomas, telling you about, like, you know, when I was in school, I used like the good old typewriters?
No.
Apparently, for what I was told when I was using the Braille writer for the first time, that it actually looks either probably not the exact same, but super similar to an old style typewriter. I was like, huh, that's
Wow.
interesting. So I guess some people, depends on who you were, you classified the Braille writer as the modern day version of the typewriter.
Oh wow.
Or using screen readers on computers. Obviously, I had little bits of memories of using computers in computer class without a screen reader, because that was during like kindergarten, first grade when we were doing computer class, and second grade. I remember like where the letters were on the keyboard and all that stuff. And then when you start doing talking typewriter and stuff like that, you have to memorize the damn keyboard. Like whatever. It's like, what?
Yeah.
So you can imagine how interesting that was.
D F.
Spice. QWERT space. Yeah, I remember that.
Here's something I just found out. I was just looking at it on my phone.
What?
That the very first version of the JAWS program.
Mm-hmm.
It came out in 1989. It was from the
wow.
It was for the old MS DOS program back then.
Oh wow.
Wow, that's old.
Yeah, it was old.
That's like 10 years before I came to the world. Sheesh.
I was only
6.
Yeah.
1989. Thomas wasn't even thought of at the time. Neither was I. So wow.
So yeah. So that is that.
Oh, Oh, another thing I also remember using, which
sheet grabber, half screen, speech off,
was the Slate and Stylus.
Oh, yeah.
Where there's like the long rectangle ones where you put on top of the paper, or you have the little one where you have like the flashcards.
Oh, yeah.
I like the one with the flashcards better because that was easier for you to like hold down the slate down with one hand and then use the stylus with the other hand.
Oh, yeah.
It was easier to do that. So just making like little flashcards with names on them or something like that, that was fun.
Yeah,
I actually enjoyed doing that.
And I remember when I was going to school, I had to use this program called Zoom Text
Oh,
to
yeah.
enlarge the screen on the computer.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Zoom text.
Oh my goodness, it was good for what it was for, but the problem with that is we made it too big and cut down the size of the screen of what you were looking at.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I see.
Let's see. With screen readers like JAWS, VoiceOver, NVDA, anything, you would think there's just one single screen reader and just make it that simple, but it's not. There's like a whole bunch where JAWS was the very first one I learned. Then it was VoiceOver on the phone, because I was learning JAWS before them. Try learning VoiceOver on a Mac is not that simple. You would think it's like just like the iPhone. No, it's not.
Of course, there was Facebook in the 90s.
Nope, Facebook came out on February 4th of 2004.
Yep.
Came out when I was still a toddler. Yeah, which is insane.
The closest thing you got to talking to your friends outside of school was on the phone at home. That was good.
Oh yeah. Obviously, this was this is when I was still probably like in elementary school at the time. But I assume both of you two have used MySpace before.
Nope.
Sorry.
You never used MySpace?
God,
Nope.
yes.
Huh. He's never used MySpace.
I'm surprised.
What's the difference between MySpace compared to, I don't know, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, anything else? I'm asking him.
Nothing really. It's basically virtually the same thing. The only difference was you couldn't really. You could talk to people. All you could do is like message them on there. You couldn't. They didn't have it to where you could, like you could on a phone. No, you know, on the app, on the Messenger app, you can actually call somebody through.
Yep.
It wasn't nothing like that with that.
Oh well. Another program that I remember growing up with, which they discontinued, I believe it was May 5th of last year, was Skype.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
They discontinued that and replaced it with Microsoft Teams, which is not the same in my opinion. So, I do remember using it though, like on my older iPhones. So, yeah.
And, of course, in the 90s, there was no YouTube either. So,
No, YouTube was I forgot what month it was, but it was introduced in 2005.
wow.
And fun fact, the very first video, apparently, it was, the location was at a zoo.
Yes.
Apparently. It was one game show I was listening to where the question was basically asking what was the location of the very first video uploaded to YouTube in 2005. I think it was the one with Brooke Burns, I think.
Wait a minute. YouTube has only been around since... Oh, so it's been around for...
05.
It's been around for 21 years.
Yep, which is insane.
So, yeah, guys, things are very different now in terms of technology than they were in the 90s.
Oh yeah, and one more thing for a comparison. You know how us as children we would have to either do our assignments on paper and pencil or braille writers, right? Now they're giving elementary kids like laptops. What? Like that was not how it was for me in elementary school between like 2006 to 2010 or something like that. So no, that's not what that is.
So think about this. I started high school at the end of the 90s, back in 1998. There was no cell phones, no nothing like that where you could, look up stuff or do all that. You had to have a computer. If you didn't have a desktop computer, you had to stay out of school. That could be annoying sometimes. You might not have a ride home.
Oh, well, I just thought of an interesting thing that I remember about regarding the computers. I think it was called like AR reading, where basically like you basically read books that are assigned to you from class, and then you do like the AR test, I think is what it was called, where you had to like click on the computer, just like the answers and stuff to see how good your reading skills were. Do you know what I'm talking about, babe?
I think I know what you're talking
I swear it was called AR reading or something. I don't remember the exact terminology, but the fact was we would read books that we were assigned to, and then you had to take the AR test to see if you get like 5 out of 5 points or 10 out of 10 or whatever. So then you would get like, rewarded for your, your reading improvements or whatever. So you can tell how different that was. So yeah.
Oh, God.
For fun, if anyone who is watching this episode, if you remember how technology was when you were growing up, if you would like to share, you can drop that in the comments below.
Absolutely. And remember, everybody has a talent, so make sure you use it.
Yes, anytime it's called a talent. And if you also have any topics or suggestions, you can also leave them in the comments down below, or any of Doing Everything Blind's videos.
Yes.
There you go.
Thanks so much for watching, and y'all take care.
Take care.
100% battery. Cellular. 100. Google Earth. App switcher. Active. Google Earth. Edit mode. Started editing. Finished edit. Closing messages. Messages. Voice memos. App switch. Voice activate. Google Earth. Edit mode. App switcher. Showing to